We are live 364 days a year. What are we doing here?
If Dom turns at SummerSlam, I'm shaving my moustache off. I told you, if that happens, it's going. My lip is cold because of a stupid bet that I made with YouTube.
Oh, good.
Wrestle's better than Daniel Bryan Daniels. Better than Okada.
How do you not get 60 after Monday Night Raw?
What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Shad Talks Graps, and we are back with another installment of the Wrestling Republic Daily Broadcast, episode 955. We are so close to that 1,000th episode, bro. I'm so excited, man. If y'all been following us at Wrestling Republic, you know that's a milestone upon milestones, and we got ourselves a jam-packed show. It's Thursday. You know what that means, man. We're ready to talk AEW Dynamite. And, you know, we can't do this without our resident commenter, Fernando Zayas. It's time to light the fuse and ignite this Dynamite review. Man, we are going to be doing some unprecedented stuff today, y'all. We are having some bit of technical difficulties with my co-hosts. We doing this dolo right now. Hey, man, if y'all know Shad Talks Grabs, Talks is in my name, and I love to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and start off the show. Hopefully we get some of these, you know, kinks in the road to kind of, you know, smooth out and we get some other people. But if it's just me today, it's just me today. Y'all are always part of the show, too. So if you're watching, comment. I'm going to be going through comments. We can have a little bit of a discourse, and it will be a lovely, lovely time. But let's start with the first topic while we are here. And we got to talk about the opening match. We got to talk about Jon Moxley versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Now, we don't really acknowledge the dirt sheets on here that often, you know, only if it's of a critical nature, a select few. But there was some rumblings that Speedball was kind of having a bit of a, you know, some problems with people that like to, you know, hurt people, you know, with MVP. And obviously, fake news. That's not true. They had a funny TikTok backstage between each other. I love that they were able to kind of silence that mess. But in Tony Khan fashion, he sees the discourse online and he gives us an incredible match. Jon Moxley versus Speedball Mike Bailey. And I got to first and foremost, last night, I was watching this match live with my wife. And I told my wife, like, yo, peep game to him. This dude can wrestle. And she was like, wow, the striking, the athleticism, just everything with Speedball's in-ring ability to a T, to an absolute T. The dude is one of them ones, bro. Like, he's so incredible at wrestling. And him and Jon Moxley went out there and had a clinic. I always say this. I know the Death Rider storyline is not for everyone. I know it kind of was an egg in the face to people. But don't let that make you think for 1 second Jon Moxley is not a Hall of Famer in his right. Don't ever let that make you think that Jon Moxley cannot wrestle with the best of them. Moxley, Dean Ambrose from the WWE, that dude puts on matches, and that dude could put on matches with the best of them. I thought they had a great opening match against each other, and I got to put that out there first. Now, we got to talk about what happened. Darby Allin has returned, obviously, a few weeks ago, and Darby Allin's main mission statement now is to get back at the Death Riders. It is to get back at Jon Moxley. He wants to get vengeance on Jon Moxley. What does Darby Allin do last night? He kidnaps somebody. He comes out of the barricades and he kidnaps Wheeler Yuta. After the match, it makes a distraction, but Moxley does come out with the victory. They go backstage. They see a body bag. And Wheeler Yuta is in a body bag. Darby Allin drives off, and they get Yuta out the body bag. There's a sign on his face, and the sign says Forbidden Door. Now, this is going to be a great match between Darby and Mox because Darby Allin, to me, this guy is like Jeff Hardy meets Sting. Like that, and that is crazy, by the way. Like I know a lot of people feel what they feel about Darby on his size and all that, and they think he's just kind of like a crash dummy. Nah, bro, that dude is a star. That dude is a damn star. And the stuff that he's able to do in a vacuum within storytelling, within wrestling, all of it, it's magnificent, bro. And the fact that, like, yeah, we are getting this match at Forbidden Door. My only critique, and let me know what y'all think in the comments, obviously, about everything in the section. To me, Forbidden Door doesn't feel Forbidden Doorish. And I think that is my main issue with contingency right now, is the fact that we have a lot of AEW-centric matches. It's a lot of AEW versus AEW matches, right? And don't get it twisted. I love AEW, right? And I love the roster, and I love all the matches that are set on the card. But it kind of feels like there isn't a lot of build towards people from New Japan. A lot of people built from CMLL. Hell, y'all in the UK, the independents, right? Like, you could really kind of garner more of a card that's structured that way. But the timing, right? The G1 is going on. There's a lot of Stardom has the Grand Prix. Like, there's a lot going on in the Forbidden Door side. They could have took the year off. They could have just done a major card in the UK, not called it Forbidden Door, and kind of just let it go with that. That's how I kind of view what you could have done. But, I mean, it's neither here or there. I think that this match has a lot of story to it. There's a lot of importance to it. And overall, I'm excited for it, man. I think Darby and Mox are going to put a show. It's going to be – I love Moxley matches. I love the Hangman match. I love just spots, violence. I love it. I'm easy to entertain in that way. So I'm definitely hyped for it. And I thought overall it was a great segment. Yeah, we're going to talk about that soon, DC Warlord. I love that comment. But yeah, man, all in all, man, incredible first segment. I thought this really set the tone for the show. And I'm hyped to see what comes next for the rest of the Death Riders, because obviously we have this match, but like, yeah, I want to know. There's a lot going on with Wheeler Yuta that I feel is a bit not kind of, they haven't really given us a lot about. So I'm curious to see if there's a story for him to come in within it. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll carry on what goes with him, and we'll see what happens. Let's get to the next topic, though, because we have to talk about Alex Windsor. Do I have a good British accent? I don't know. Alex Windsor. I love the introduction, although it's very Death Rebel tone to it. Alex Windsor, Queen Aminata, Sky Blue. Oh, man, and Base Jesus herself, Billy Starks, fatal four-way number one contender. This opponent gets to be in the fatal four-way. CEO. Mercedes Moné at Forbidden Door. Woo, this was a great match. You had Billy Starks, obviously, with Athena by her side. You had Timeless Tony Storm coming in, being on the side of Alex Windsor. I got to say her name like that every time. And obviously, Sky Blue by herself, which was a little interesting because she's got the triangle with her. She got Thekla, she got Julia on her team. I don't know where it was at. That was a little, maybe there's too many people over there. And then you got Queen Aminata, who's just an absolute stud. This was a physical ass match. These women were beating the living hell out of each other. This was just one of them ones, like, Queen Aminata heard y'all talking greasy about her style of wrestling, and she just honed into it way, way more. She was just manhandling women. Billy Starks, I love Billy Starks as a wrestler. I think she embodies so much to her character, show how youthful she is, and she's just an absolute beast. Sky Blue sells like $1 million, but at the end of the day, the winner is Alex Windsor, and I'm excited for it. I think Alex Windsor is gonna definitely come out and show out. So this is gonna be dope, man. But I just got some calls, man. The boss man hit me up. They said, "Bro, you taking too much shine. You talking way too damn much." So I got a special guest in the house, man. I got my twin in the house, bro. I got a version of me that has a lot more hair. We got the homie Ryan Lamb in the building. What's going on, bro?
Shad, I don't have hair either, man. This is all deception. This is all deception back here, man.
Oh man. And last but not least, I got someone who came late to the party, bro. You really don't like me, David. Huh? We got David Sheldon.
I am so sorry, everybody. I had a few technical issues on my side. I'm really sorry, but I am here now. And very
welcome, man. I just got a text message that I needed to get in here to save you guys.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. I think the comments were like, "Why is Shad talking?" Before we get to the women's match, I want to say just any quick bits on the first topic because I went through it all already. But with Darby and Moxley, Darby kidnapping Wheeler Yuta, any additional stuff to that, and do we need to arrest Darby Allin? I'll start with you, Dave.
Nobody appeared to call the authorities. Attempted vehicular manslaughter. No.
Body bag. Put him in a body. When did he put him in a body bag too?
No, we're all fine. Honestly, I've got absolutely no idea. But no, they're really fun opening segment. Really enjoyed Moxley and Mike Bailey. I think someone may be trying to dispel or put some pace on some rumors from perhaps earlier in the day by having the match in the first place. But really good fun. And Bailey is such a fantastic addition to the roster. Such a brilliant addition.
You were good, bro. Lamb, I gotta ask you, any thoughts on that opening match? Darby Allin's criminal mind, and then obviously, I said it too. Obviously, we don't acknowledge the dirt sheets so much, but there was a little inkling about Mike Bailey potentially having issues with Mr. MVP. But then, they had a little TikTok where they seemed like they were all peaches and cream, and then everything seemed good after that. Mike Bailey in that opening match.
Where does Darby Allin bring his victims? Does it go back up to the top of Mount Everest again? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
He could drag them all the way up in the body bag. That would be very
there's just an increasing pile of them.
I mean, there's if you're familiar with Mount Everest, there's some bodies.
Yeah.
There are actual, as you go up, there are bodies that that have names like Green Boots and the Sleeper. So is Darby Allin going to? I don't know. I think that would be. That would be
pretty crazy. Oh man, I'm excited to see. I will say the one thing that I did say while you guys were before y'all got on the show is that my only critique is this, because obviously this is going to happen at Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door feels very less Forbidden Door. I feel like the door is not there to open. It seems like I have no problem with the matches. I love the matches that are set, but there's a lot of AEW versus AEW matches. And obviously, to tie it to what we're talking now,
Forbidden Door is the special, and New Japan pay-per-view, right? Mm-hmm. It's dare I say, it's their SummerSlam, right? It's in between. So
I mean, listen, I'm going. I'm going to be there at Forbidden Door. And
okay, hell yeah!
I'm thrilled by the matches we've got, but I agree. I did buy tickets to a Forbidden Door show. I did buy tickets because I watched New Japan. I did buy tickets because I watched CMLL and Stardom and Rev Pro and all these different countries, and I quite like to see some of the people from them. I know that Rev Pro have got a show that weekend, which is Global Wars, which is on the Saturday, which I imagine is where we'll get a lot of those Forbidden Door matches. But to be honest, it's such a bizarre card. I'm excited for everything that's on it. I don't want to sound like an ungrateful wrestling fan who sat there. How dare you put on Tony Storm Athena? You know, like I can't wait to see all those matches. But like, I think they've announced that Tanahashi's going to be there. Because it's his final UK show, which they can't promote because everyone's in the sodding G1.
That's what I also mentioned too. I think the timing of it is also a little inadvertently like difficult because the G1 is in play, and then obviously Stardom they got a tournament going on as well, right?
They've got the 5-star Grand Prix.
You got the Grand Prix going on, yeah. So.
Who else have they got? I think Sendai Girls are running a show the same day, so they can't even go that far into the thing.
I don't know if CMLL is having anything in particular.
CMLL just CMLL only run so many shows, but
but New Japan, the G1 is the big one because that's where a lot of the big guys that you would build this card are on, and a lot of them kind of got their hands pretty like tied up doing stuff with the G1.
But New Japan could release a few of their talents to go and do Forbidden Door.
The problem is it is difficult for them to do it because obviously 20 guys are in the G1, and when you're not in matches, you're in the preview tags. So
just call it exposition. It's just
I know. But, so they've got the top 20 heavyweights have gone, and then you're looking down to you're looking down to two people. You're looking down to the juniors, most of whom are elsewhere. Takahashi's in DDT. They've all kind of scattered, or they're having a break because they've been working their butts off the last 6 months. Or
injured. Gabe Kidd is hurt.
Gabe Kidd's hurt. You've got people like Ishii, who's already on the show. Suzuki, who's in DDT at the moment. Yeah. You know, so you're looking around these people going, there's nobody left. You know, so you've who?
Ishii, Tomura Ishii, my big brother.
I mean,
he doesn't get hurt ever.
I did see something today. Shout out to Luke from Wrestle Talk who made this exact point. I can agree with him completely. Ishii versus Fletcher is the most Forbidden Door thing they've booked in a month, and it's not even and it's on Collision. You know, right. So that match would be great. By the way, so, not to take so much off topic, that they get that last game was brilliant. But it's bizarre.
So, to that point, though, obviously we did have the women's match, and this is for the Fatal 4-Way for the TBS title going against Mercedes. Alex Windsor. I just like saying her intro a lot. It's going to probably be my shit now. I'm probably going to just say it. My wife is probably going to smack me for saying another woman's last name so damn much in that accent. But it is what it is. She comes out victorious. I feel like it was kind of... You kind of knew she was going to win. But I did like the match a lot, though. I want to say that. And Queen Aminata, to me, is somebody that really... It's not her time right now. But I think when her time comes and they push her, I think she's gonna really kind of take the division by storm. But she comes out, wins, got a little bit of a scuffle towards the end of it with the opponents. Athena hitting the O-face on Toni Storm, Mercedes hitting the backbreaker on Alex, and then you had the face-off, the little tease of Athena and Mercedes once again. I mean, what are y'all thoughts on that? I'll go around the horn on this before we get to the next topic. David, what were your thoughts on the women's Fatal 4-Way and everything tied to it as well?
Well, I thought this was nice and fun. You know, do I wish there was more than one women's match on the show? Yes, I'll make that complaint every time. But it was at least a substantial match, something that advanced a lot of different plates spinning throughout the match. I thought this was clean. I thought each woman had some level of mistakes. I think there were a few botches. I think Sky Blue in particular had a couple of iffy moments towards the end, but there were some excellent bits there. Aminata came across really, really well. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think that ultimately the right choice was made. I think Alex Windsor makes the most sense being in her home country. Enjoyed the stare down with her and Monet. And then you obviously had the stuff with Tony and Athena as well to kind of mix in and around. I think we could well have a tag match, another couple of tag matches on the route in. But no, I enjoyed it. Thought it was a match well done. And yeah, it's nice to see the women get sort of a substantial match to build off. And some of those moves were very snug. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Just, a little bit sloppy in places.
It was a little sloppy. I don't like to put blame on people, but Sky
British bias.
Blue, you said British bias. What you
Of course
think, Lamb?
the Windsor has to win.
Do you think there was a bit of a bias on that?
No, I mean, listen, man. Like, it makes sense. Michael, you had a point. It makes sense. It makes sense. You're right. But at the same time, I'm like, Alex Windsor, right? Windsor. What's the origin of Windsor? Where does Windsor come from? That's the royal family. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. So, in the Windsor family are descendants of Germans.
Okay, you giving us a history lesson right now? I'm listening.
Yes.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay.
I'm going to see where you're going with this.
Prince Albert, right? Okay. So now you're accepting another British German takeover of England.
Look, I'm Welsh. I don't care either way, to be honest.
I know. Neither do I. But come on, man. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not watch AEW last night. I didn't watch any of these matches. I'm just here to cause havoc and disrupt the system.
I love the honesty.
I know the wrestlers. I just didn't watch the match.
Oh my God, that was probably your delivery is amazing. I was really trying to figure out where you were going with that. Lead into
I was trying to be like, okay, how do I relate this back to World War II and make Michael a German sympathizer? I'm sorry. I'm the heel. I'm the heel here. All right. I'm the heel. I got brought in by the bosses. To be the
sort of German lineage and descendancy.
Prince Albert.
Yes, very, very.
We got Boss Man in the comments. Ryan Lamb in the house. Ryan Lamb is he came to shock the system and whatnot, so he's given us a bit of a history lesson. Fernando's eyes with a couple comments. He says Queen Aminata should be the one to take the TBS title off of Mercedes Moné.
I would like that. I would like that.
I wouldn't mind that either. Honestly, I think it needs to be someone to kind of really help catapult them to a next level. And that, like, as young as Queen Aminata is and kind of building up steam, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind that as well. And then unlike you, he's very high on. It's Alice. It's Alice. Is it Alice Windsor?
Alex. Yeah,
it's Alex, right? Okay,
Alex. Yeah.
My bad. I was like,
spelling mistake of some description, but no, it is.
I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch the show, but I know the names. Come on.
I've been saying Alex the whole time. He had me thinking I messed up for a second, but I'm definitely intrigued to see what goes on with that. And at the moment, it's Alex, it's Mercedes. I mean, before we get to the little intermission, David, could you give me a couple people you potentially would like to see maybe go on the CMLL and Stardom side? Because I know for me, there's a lot on the Stardom side, but CMLL, I mean, we got some familiar faces that we see there, but is anyone in particular you like seeing that?
There's a few that it could be, I think. I mean, Zayx, this is always a shout. She pops up in every single one. Persephone, you've got Zelhua. For me, I don't really know. I'm not as familiar with CMLL's women, I'll be honest, because I kind of tune in to say one or two CMLL matches every week because I don't have the time to see all the matches that they do.
For sure.
So there's loads of great stars there. I think that since Monet kind of been in that realm, I think things have kind of improved and gotten better over there. So I think people like Zayux, the people that you're looking at, really. Kira is another one. Although Kira is very, very green. So I think Kira's a possibility, but I think Zayux would be kind of your easy shout.
Okay. And then Stardom, do you...
I
who's
mean,
a dream person that Because I want me personally, I want to see Starlight Kid in there.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
It is Starlight Kid. It is the dream opponent, but I think never ever count out Azumi, who never seems to go away. Yeah. So whenever Mercedes Moné and multi-person match comes up, Azumi's probably there. So I'm gonna say it's Azumi.
I'm gonna be honest too. I'm a little disappointed in a sense of this match because I kind of wanted to see Mercedes just have a banger with someone from Stardom for the T-Best title. I mean, I think everybody wanted to see her versus like Sarray because she's doing stuff there.
Kamitani or any of those people. It sucks. I think I like the 4-way. I think the 4-way fun, but there's you put Mercedes Moné in that environment. There are so many top Stardom women that can sort of slot into a dream match spot. But again, they're all busy. They've all got other things to do. They're all in the 5-star Grand Prix, so no room anywhere to take time off. It doesn't work.
For sure. Well,
don't mind me. I'm just looking for my CMML pin right now. Oh, there it is. Oh, fine. Okay.
You got it?
I don't want it either, David. But
I'm about to say you give us a name.
But I got a pin, though.
Very nice.
All right. I think that qualifies you to be the fourth person in the match. Oh.
In the women's match? Oh, come on. Thunder Rosa.
I don't know, man. You might honestly.
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, she's hurt. If I'm not I don't know.
I think she's hurt at the minute. Yeah. And I think she's hurt. She's not been on CMLL or AEW in a while. So
for a little while, yeah. But
she's a pal. She's a pal though, so always got.
Thunder Rosa's. Yeah, she's the bomb. Let's step away from talking about AEW for a quick second, and let's talk about Wrestling Republic because we are here. I mean, if you haven't already, go ahead and go to that Wrestling Republic undercard page. Subscribe to the second channel. A lot of content is there. You are going to find exclusive clips, videos, reels from our dailies and other shows, as well as our standalone shows sold separately. Sometimes myself, Drizzy, and Clark get on there to talk a little bit of NXT off the air. It's a great channel, so make sure you do go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the videos. Also, Allison Analysis. If you haven't already, subscribe to his channel. This is one of the channels that you could see a little bit of the mind of Ben over there, breaking down the 5 key findings from Raw, SmackDown, and much more. And yeah, man, also, if you haven't already, go to our page after this and check out the newest interview that our good friends at Huge Pop just did, Donnie and Jimmy. They got to interview Sami Zayn, man. I finished watching it right before we did the show today. Incredible interview, man. Sami really talks about the aspirations that he has, wanting to be a world champion. You get a little bit of behind baseball in his mind, how he looks at pro wrestling, as well as his, guy to talk about Hulk Hogan and the inspiration of him when he was a kid. So it's a great interview,
baseball?
Man.
Baseball? He's Canadian. Hockey. He
could be a Blue Jays fan. You never know. Montreal Expos. We took them Nationals now, but hey, it's all good.
Okay, never mind. Okay, all right. They haven't been around for a while, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was like 12 when they came. All right, we gotta talk about the newest. We've got a re-debut. Max and Jeremy Buck, former TNA tag team wrestlers. They got to wrestle Brodito last night, Bandito and Brody Lee. The Young Bucks, man, I don't know what it is, man, but these guys just know how to reinvent the wheel and make the wheel do completely different stuff, give it a new gloss to it. The embarrassment of the Young Bucks post losing the EVP titles has been amazing. It's just been so funny to me. I love that they have them go through the process of just all these like messing with their music.
I'm ready now. I'm ready.
We got Bandito in the building after his match. But I like this match, man. You know what? Since you got the mask on, talk to us about how do you feel about Bandito and Brody Lee? I mean, Brody Lee, rest in peace, Brody Lee. Brody King being a tag team. Do you like them as a team?
No, I want Bandito to be Bandito. I want him to do his solo run because he's got the in-ring talent. He doesn't need to be that good on the mic. Un pequeño inglés. Yes. I mean that's what when I bought this mask from him, he spoke very broken English, but he understood. He understood what I wanted. He was very nice. He also misspelled it. It's signed on the inside. He misspelled my name several times when I said to lamb, and he's like, clam, blam, Sam. I'm like, no, lamb, like LAMB, like the animal. He eventually got it. But no, Bandito needs to be a solo competitor. Tag team, it's fine. It's fine. But come on, dude. Look at this mask. This mask is the shit.
The mask is so
enough.
It's so bad. That's so sick that you got that sign too. Like that's a pretty dope piece of merch to have. I can't lie. You know what? I think David, you might agree with me on this too. It's the Ring of Honor aspect of it because he's a Ring of Honor champion right now, and I feel like there is like zero mention about anything he's doing with Ring of Honor besides the fact that he walks around with the belt.
And when he won that Ring of Honor championship, that match was the shit.
Yeah, it was for sure.
I got this when he won the PWG championship.
Okay,
that was the night I bought this. I was like, dude, how much is this? I think this was like 100, 150. I was like, that's too cheap. That's too cheap for what you did. So I think I paid that way more.
I love that, bro. I think we've had the debates in our own group chat, David, where people argue that he might be the best luchador in pro wrestling, right? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
I think he's the best luchador in the world at the moment. I really, really do. And I just want to go back to what you said, actually, about the Ring of Honor thing. I understand. I get it. Like, and you're right. You are right. Obviously he's got his defense with Hechicero coming up. He's facing Gringo Loco tonight on Ring of Honor. He's actually doing a lot of great stuff on Ring of Honor at the minute, which is when we look back at the last few Ring of Honor champions who never showed up on the brand, beneath them, Chris Jericho, it's like, it's nice to actually have the guy on the brand. I'm thrilled. I love this match. I thought the match was superb. And I've got to say that, like, I go back to an interview with the Young Bucks that I read this morning where they said that they're very happy with making themselves look like fools, and they're very happy to make themselves look silly in the betterment of their characters, and it works. And,
they always have. Always have.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get the Max and Jeremy Buck references. I didn't watch TNA at that time. Only afterwards when I went on Twitter and it was on there. Like,
you should. You really should. That's the best era of TNA.
And I'm gonna go back to the comment from DC Warlord. Generation Me debut in AEW.
I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting through it slowly.
No,
just
dude,
20,
you're good.
There's
you're
20 years of it to get through. I didn't watch any of it. So, but it's exciting. I enjoy Justin Roberts! Exclamation point, comma, question mark.
Oh, yeah.
Funny. But the main thing is when you actually watch it, only today, I just sat back today. I just thought how good the Young Bucks actually are. Like, and I think you realize it in every match they do, but like, especially just the fluidity of movement and the little things, that for all people who say they're spot monkeys, they move with the fluidity that very few tag teams have in the industry. Like, they're so smooth. And when you combine that, then we get a great story of how together they are. And then you compare it to Brody and Bandito, who are all over the shop, in like kind of the best way. They're sort of this kind of odd couple tag team. And I'm thrilled that they won. I'm thrilled the Bucks didn't win, mainly because I don't need to see Young Bucks FTR number 44. I don't need that. It would be great, but I've seen it. And I think that actually it does better for both teams involved that it went the way that it did. Gives the Bucks time to go away and regroup. Gives Brodito a massive win. Brodito FTR will be fantastic. FTR, I think, will still win. But it could well be Brodito versus the Hurt Syndicate. And you know what? That'll be a very fun match for Forbidden Door.
My God. I want that match so bad.
Bandido being thrown around by Shelton Benjamin. Yes, please.
He would, yeah, and he would do it. He'd take those. He'd take those bumps. He would.
Brody sizing up with Bobby Lashley though, like that would be literally like Clash of the freaking Titans. Like that would just be a sight to see. I will say this though, to your point, like I think the character work right now of them into that interview, like, look, man, people hate on them. I can never hate the Young Bucks. To me, they are an argument for a Mount Rushmore spot in tag team wrestling. One of the 10 best tag teams of all time, in my opinion. Like they're in the top 10. Like, and with age too, man. Like they're older in the game now, and like they're, like you said, the fluidity. Like I feel like a lot of the spot stuff they did back in their prime is they've kind of honed it down, but like. When they want to work their ass off, they work their ass off. And I feel like
the spots don't work unless you have the context to the spots. Mm-hmm. So that's the fluidity and the dancing. Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
They do
Spot monkey.
They've got a very dance-heavy movement to them, which I like. You're right.
But we like that. We like we like the spots, but it's all the little in betweens. Yeah. It's all the little tiny.
What I'll say is, did you? I'm assuming we've all seen Unreal, or at least some of Unreal.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get ranting on, but we're doing AEW. But it's fine.
The point I was going to make was, in the second episode where they do the Royal Rumble and they've got that camera trick where it goes to different parts of the ring. That's kind of the Young Bucks, only in real time. They're there, then they're there, then they're there, and you've not noticed any of the movement from there to there to there because they're so seamlessly brilliant at it. And I've never, Young Bucks have never been my favorite tag team personally. Like I love the Bucks, but like I love FTR. I love we're looking, sort of Street Profits. There are teams that I like really mean something more to me than the Bucks do, but the Bucks will always be some of the most consistent workers you'll ever see in a wrestling ring. Like I was just watching them. I just sat back and was like, good wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
How I love you so. Also, just a shout out to Ben because the bit on the bottom of the last topic where they were talking about beating up jobbers in an extended squash. Funny, very well played.
Oh, here I didn't realize that.
There we go.
Yeah, that is a good point to it. Oh, Ben, you funny guy. You're a funny guy. Ben he actually ran to me and said, "What should the topics be?" And I gave him a bit of everything that I thought should be on it. So these are my choices, and I think I did a pretty good job.
I think you did a good job too, for someone who didn't watch the show. So
let's talk about Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. The one of the stars of Happy Gilmore 2. The other star, Happy Gilmore 2, had herself quite a eventful Monday Night Raw. And then the other star of Happy Gilmore 2, Mr. MJF, had himself a very eventful episode of AEW Dynamite. Him and Mark Briscoe, man, main event match. They went to war. They fought to the very end. And Max shouldn't have won that match. Very odd ending. The referee somehow, a little bit of a distraction, missed 3 count, missed the leg, and Mark having his leg there. But Max comes out with the win. Post-match, you would get him beating up on Mark, and you got Hangman coming out, and you see these guys really fight it out. This is going to be, I don't know the match. I don't know if they announced it for Forbidden Door or not, but this is going to be our title match for the AEW title, Max versus Hangman. So that is a very key part of it. But what may be bigger, because it is saying he has a busy night, we had a backstage segment. I think we want to talk about this a little bit more. because we'll get to Hangman and Max when we get to Hangman and Max. MVP notes that you ain't part of the Hurt Syndicate no more, and it looked like a very mutual breakup. It looks like, all right, I understand, it's cool, let bygones be bygones. I am super on the thought of this, and I don't know if you guys agree or not. I think partnership's not done. I think the Hurt Syndicate is going to help MJF beat Hangman Adam Page, and I think he's going to get that title off of him. I think this is going to lead to MJF being the champ, and he's having a world championship match eventually with Bobby Lashley. And I think it's very coded to Bobby Lashley in the Miz back on Raw.
So so you think Hangman's gonna lose the belt this early, this soon?
I can see it. What do you think? Let's get to you first.
I don't see that happening. He earned it. He's gotta hold it for a bit. I'll be really upset, especially after what he did at All In. That I don't think he loses it that quickly. So it's going to be at Forbidden Door. It's going to be Page and MJF.
Well, I don't know. They did not announce
They've
that.
not announced anything.
So
I don't want it.
The contract.
I don't want it for Forbidden Door just because I want some Japanese wrestlers on the damn show.
Then fucking make Page and Tanahashi would be fucking absolutely amazing.
Hey, well, Tanahashi's knees are shot out after the G1. Like, they had to run an angle today where he won a match.
He's old as fuck. Tanahashi's old as fuck. But he can still go, but don't put him in a 6-man tag. Whatever you do, don't make the poor man wrestle again in the top tier match after he's done 10 of them in the block matches for the G1. But no, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I do think though that
David, what do you think the direction is going to be with everything that happened last night?
I think it will be MJF. I don't think there is any bigger angle coming with the Hurt Syndicate. I think they just went, nah, done with this now, we're going to move on from it, and they just kind of threw it out the window, which would be very, very bizarre, and I think very, very poorly booked if that's the case. I am going to quickly talk on this match. I know we're going down to the wire, so I wanted to talk just very quickly on the match itself. I was a bit disappointed. Not the fault of either guy. Mark Briscoe and MJF are great. They put on a good match. But the problem you have with this is, I'm not being funny, this is a grudge match. We had so many promos through the show of, I'm going to go after, stuff about Jay Briscoe, I'm not going to be able to forgive myself. I hope I can be let into heaven after all of this. And then it was some punches and some, the froggy bow. And it's like, where's this should have been a no DQ match. And they should have just gone to war on each other. And I thought the match was very good, but it didn't feel like it fulfilled the stipulation that they built it up on. On that front, I can't say I think it was fully a success, even though I do think the match was good. So overall, I think all of it was just a little bit weird. I didn't like the MVP segment at all. I thought the match was good, but not what it should have been. And yeah, I think we are building MJF and Hangman probably for Forbidden Door, and I wish that it was built up a little bit later.
Now, now I'm thinking of this, though. Is there a possibility that both contract winners just both lose? Because do you think Athena's going to beat Tony?
No, I don't think Athena's going to beat Tony, and I do think MJF. I think MJF's going to beat Hangman at some point because I think Darby's going to beat MJF. And they can finally get this whole thing that we've apparently heard for so long about how they want to give the world title to Darby, and Darby can beat MJF with a headlock takeover, and we can all be happy. Like that.
Do you think it's a case? Do you think it's a case where like Hangman is just like, fine, I'll give you a match, but he gets a match without using the contract?
I
don't know. I think it's a little bit of a mess, to be honest.
That'll make it. That takes all the.
Because I'm trying to figure what this contract is so like money in the bank briefcase.
Yes, yes, because that's what it is.
So it's like super It's fucking confusing, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
It's because it's on a clipboard. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's not shiny briefcase. It's just a fucking clipboard contract. Boring.
Oh man, yeah. I
Make
I don't.
it at least make the fucking paper at least like chrome or like gold or something. Come on.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
wrestling. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gotta pop. I gotta change my name to Rival Jordy in the Bank to Shad on the dotted line. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Shot on the
Shot
title
on the
line.
dotted
It's not
line.
bad. It's not bad.
Oh man. All right, well, that's all the time we have today, man. I appreciate you guys hopping in when y'all were able to get in. And hopefully the comments didn't hate my little spiel for the first 15 minutes. If you did, screw you. We'll catch y'all tomorrow same time. And like I said, man, if y'all after this, man, go back to the page, watch the Sami Zayn interview. It's one of those ones, man. You don't want to miss that one.
I gotta watch it, dude. I'm excited.
Man.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's a great one, man. You know, he talks about the conspiracy theorist gimmick a little bit. So
I love that. I'm all about that, man. You know.
yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one, man. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.